Y'all look at my view. I am absolutely loving being able to see Cruzy's crazy collection of geese and duck and chickens while they do their own thing, but they cannot get to my plants. Cruz and I, we were so excited when we got our seed order from Baker Creek and then Wild Boar Farms. I believe there was like one other one that we ordered from, but so we got our seeds and we were so excited, and we were like, could not wait to get them planted. So I think it was like the first weekend of March, we got all of these like tomato seeds planted, and then we put these pepper plants in, and we were so proud of ourselves because they was going to be 6 to 8 weeks old before our first frost, which is the 15th of this month is their last expected frost date. I don't believe it. I won't be putting these peppers out until the first week of May, when I can see that there's a 10-day forecast that shows above 60-degree nights, or 55-degree nights is okay, but I really like to see those 60-degree nights before I put my peppers out. But what I'm yammering about is, so these were planted like the first weekend of March, and they're the Baker Creek's peppers and tomatoes. Well, we got our Baker Creek shishito peppers in a little bit later, almost 3 weeks later, and there's not, and I know there was a big difference in temperature. They were in the greenhouse the whole time. They were on heat mats. Nothing really changed except for the outside temperature. And I'm going to say that next year, if we have similar temperatures the first weekend of March, I'm going to go ahead and save myself the effort and time panic and just plant them the third week of March, because there is literally very little difference in pepper and tomato sizes from what I planted the first weekend. And let me see, so this one was, these peppers here, they were tomatoes and basil. They were all planted that first week, and they're a little bit, they're not real leggy though. They're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with their growth, and I probably got a 70% germination, and it was really cold in here. And these guys here, same thing. I've potted them up, and so I've planted quite a bit of their stalk or their stem to their first leaves on some of them that needed it. But again, there's like 3 weeks difference, and there's not enough difference in growth and the size of their stalks or stems, I guess, to warrant being in a panic the first weekend of March. So, and these little guys, I think they might get a little dry, but so far it's the greenhouse / barn area has been completely unheated, and unless I'm out here working and it's really cold, I might run like a propane heater just for me while I'm out here. But other than that, it's staying 10 to 15 degrees warmer at night in the barn. I've been running the fan anytime it gets 65 degrees outside. I run the fan so that these babies have air circulation and they have movement. Oh, look at this guy. He is so healthy. I am so pleased with this greenhouse plastic that we put up. Me and Cruz have never grown in a greenhouse before. This is my first time. I've always just had a 4-tier plant stand in the garage, a couple grow lights, and a heating pad, and we just grew what we couldn't buy at a local nursery. And then the rest of the stuff we'd have to go to buy at the nursery because we just didn't have room in the garage to grow an entire garden full of plants that we like. So in this year we couldn't take it. We have all these windows, and there's been no artificial light. This is petunias right here, this row, and hollyhocks. The growth is just amazing for no artificial light and no heat, and a little bit of patience. Waiting until March was so hard, and I can tell, and I will chart my temperatures so that I can look back next year and remind myself to not get in a hurry, because this is just, I'm excited. I'm thrilled, because I didn't know that I would be able to grow what I wanted in this barn unheated, and I absolutely can. And because you see all these really big greenhouses, you know, and our barn only has the southern wall, and it's all the PVC plastic. The roof is completely covered and insulated so that it's cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. So greenhouses, you know, they have 360 degrees of sun, so they are fully exposed to the sun. And this one is not. All we have is the one window, and I just didn't know if it was going to be enough. Now, I did notice one thing. I don't know, I've never grown baby's breath before, and we just bought all the seeds. We couldn't help ourselves. And baby breath, I don't know if they don't like to be planted indoors, if they're strictly direct sow, but they are some of the thinnest, spideriest looking creatures I think we've ever grown. So I don't know if they're savable or not. I mean, there's like 1 million seeds in a baby breath package anyway, so it was a fun experiment to see what we could grow, what did well, when it did well. And I don't know, it might be okay, but they sprouted like really quick, and maybe that was a problem. Maybe you were supposed to get them in the ground 2 weeks after they sprout. Didn't really do my homework on the baby's breath. And the coleus, I think they were, like they said, 6 to 8 weeks or more, and they're about 3 weeks old now. They're maybe 2.5 weeks, so they sprouted pretty quick. I love coleus because if they break off, you just take them and stick them back in the ground, and they re-sprout, and they will fill up a bed so quickly. But look at all these shishitos. Look at all these shishito peppers. We have almost 100% germination rate. My goal was to do three of these seeds per pot, and apparently I can't count when I'm seeding pots, because some have 5 and some have 4. Most of them have 4. Some of them have 3. Maybe my seeds were sticking to my fingers and I was dropping more than I thought. But we're probably going to plant 4 of these shishito peppers plants ourselves in our own garden, and we will have the rest of them available for sale with our extra tomatoes and our extra, we'll have some extra coleuses, and she's got a lot of basil. She's got 3 flavors of basils. I think honestly there's 12 different varieties of tomatoes and 4 varieties of peppers. One of the peppers is not a pino, so there's no heat, which is these little guys. There's no heat at all, but they still have a really nice jalapeno flavor. And then we've got the peppercini. So they're a little bit warmer, but still very mild. We don't like a whole lot of heat. We don't want to have to drink milk just to eat our peppers. And looks like this one is tame. So that's a tame jalapeno. So another mild one. I think that one's the hottest one. I may butcher that. Aimheim. I don't know how to say it. But that's I think the hottest one. And we didn't plant as many of those as I thought we did, so we'll probably toss in a couple more, because they obviously grow really good when it's warmer. And the only difference in the greenhouse was, look how big that leaf is. It's so pretty. The only difference in the greenhouse is the temperatures for the last 2 to 3 weeks has been warmer than the first week that we planted, and we've not done anything different. So I am so tickled that next year, come March, I will not be in a panic to get these seeds planted. We got bell pepper. That's a bell pepper. And that's another one of those mild ones, mildly hot ones. That's a bell pepper. I love that at first you can't really tell them apart. Like their little leaves look so much like the jalapenos, but just and like that one leaf, that one true leaf, it's like so much bigger than the rest. If you guys, I still have some room on our, not a whole lot, but I still have some room on our pepper and tomato plants. I'm going to go ahead and I've counted all of the starts that look really good and thick. And I've got a lot of them I've already started potting up. So this isn't everything. Look how thick that guy is. And we're going to get the list put on the website, well, not the website, but the Facebook, so that you guys can look and see what varieties that we have. And if you're interested in, just message us or even comment on the post exactly which ones that you want. And we can get you packaged up. But don't be in any hurry, because honestly, none of this stuff needs to go anywhere near the garden until the 15th of April. We won't put our tomatoes in the ground until the first weekend of May, and then we'll put our peppers in the ground as long as the temperatures, the nighttime temperatures in the 10 to 15 day forecast is 55 to 60. I really like to see it getting closer to 60 before I put my peppers in the ground, because I mean they'll live at 50 degrees, but it stunts them, and the colder it gets, the worse the stunting is. And then you're looking at not getting a pepper harvest until like the end of July and August. And if you don't rush it, you'll be able to get your pepper harvest toward the end of June instead of the end of July. So have patience. Have patience, people. I'm struggling. I know you guys probably are too. But anyway, I'm going to post a complete list of each of the varieties and what's special about them. You guys just let us know if you want to get you a garden pack. We can do salsa packs. We can just do flower packs. We can do herb packs. Just whatever you want. I mean, if you just want one of each, that's perfectly fine with us. But yeah, we'll post a complete list. And hopefully we have beautiful weather in the next 2 weeks, and we can get everybody potted up and set outside and hardened off, so everybody's plants are ready to go directly in the ground when you come and get them. All right, thank y'all. Happy hatching.